Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled on the schedule since the start of the season. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Blue Devils offense has the football first here today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gives it to the back. Fights off a defender. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might...
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive. So second down after the incompletion. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back to throw again. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Duke.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches the football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. If there's one guy on this defensive side, Kirk, who can be a game wrecker, it's this elite pass rusher. Very much on the quarterback's mind today.
Yeah, Chris, but it's going to be very tough. This quarterback does a nice job of moving around in the pocket, and also he's going to have an awareness of exactly where this guy is and have a clock in his mind about how quickly that ball needs to get out.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's the throw deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quick completion to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. The Blue Devils will send their punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll try the left side with a toss. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction to where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. He's north end at the 33. 2nd down play coming up. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a 1st down here on this next play.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. McGain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38. A new set of downs after that completion. Receiver makes the grab.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. Crucial 3rd down play right here. Let's check out the quarterback comparison here through the first quarter. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, they look to the right. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Took contact on the throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's got some space.
Hey, everybody's going to celebrate this interception by this defensive back, and he made a great play jumping on him. But let's not forget why he was able to make that play. The quarterback got hit as he was releasing the ball. That's what put the ball up into the air and allowed them to come up with that interception for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. They stop him right at the 24.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds an open target on the left side. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Blue Devils will have to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense comes out to start this drive. This offense has been clicking so far, but they get aggressive, go for more before halftime. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
He's hit as he throws it. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass hauled in near the 10.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that first down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
At the 15, and the Duke offense will take over.
Duke's offense heads back out of the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The throw complete to the running back underneath. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
Oh, so disappointing for this defense. They had the advantage. Good coverage all over the field. It's 3rd down, but they let the quarterback get away, scramble, and pick up the first down. Now it's 1st and goal inside the 5-yard line.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Massive gain moves the ball into the red zone now. They'll set up 1st and 10. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much of a return, but the pick ends a scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here,
he's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Duke. Let's see if this scorecard can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's hit as he throws it. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Cincinnati. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
And the Blue Devils will kick it deep to begin the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They get the second half started with the running play. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Runs right over the defender. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Takes the toss and heads left. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
They're going to run it. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass this time. Bringing pressure. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Will he score here?
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
And that sets up a return. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 30, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They finally tackle him at the 4. It's a solid gain on the pitch and catch.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And now the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. A gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
He's moving out of the pocket. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And as we wrap up the third quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. The Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes a quick catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking to throw yet again. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a wide open receiver, complete and explosive. All the way down near the 25-yard line. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hand on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Offense drops that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll pitch it. He's inside the 15. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense really clicking here. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
of 4. Brings up second down.
First snap in the red zone on this drive.
42 Spider.
Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stay. And it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Duke offense will take over.
Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch. Pass caught. Second down now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hold it.
Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. And the Blue Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. And he gets it away, a directional kick with pretty good distance. And he punts it out of bounds, so no return. So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On first and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he gets the pass away. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Defensive PI cost him 15 yards and gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they heave it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Now here's the toss play.
Running back with the carry. Pickup of 2. Coming up, fourth down.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Fires it to the wideout. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive.
And the Duke offense will take over. First and 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.